Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I thought I'd go ahead and do a test of the live streaming options. Hopefully, can I be heard? I don't know. We're gonna find out though, cause I'm gonna give this a shot. It does sound like the audio is coming through. We're gonna try a live stream. I don't have a camera right now, but we're gonna give it a shot without the camera. This fast food tier list seems to be really popular right now, so I figured why not jump on. Food is something I happen to know a thing or two about. So, if you like fast food, I like fast food. Hopefully, everything's going to keep up here exactly the way it should, and we'll be good to go. Again, this is kind of like a test stream. I might actually get a decent camera one of these days and go back to doing the live streaming thing. But for now, I have to do it on my actual computer because YouTube took away the ability for us to do it if we have less than 1,000 subs on our phone, which is, you know, mildly annoying. So anyway, here we are, the fast food thing. It was like iDubbbz done it, and I seen it when Report of the Week done it. And so we're going to go through here. We're going to check it out a little bit. Oops, I should just leave that alone. All right, we're just going to go right down the line here all the way. Well, more or less. I can say without a doubt, Jack in the Box is like the worst place I've ever eaten at. Oh, I have to sign into chat. Rawman says McDonald's #1 S tier win. They're really not one of my favorites though. But unfortunately, I can't chat right now because I have to sign in, so that's really, really annoying. I don't know why I have to sign in, but apparently I do. Anyway, I've never actually eaten at A&W, but they make really good root beers, so I mean, they've got that much going for them. Arby's, I really rather think they're, you know, kind of just above center of the line. Arby's has some really good food. Of course, if you're a vegan, you're not going to like it very much. But at the same time, I think Arby's has good quality food. I certainly don't think it's the best. Maybe on this list it is. But it's right up there. Checkers, I've only been there like once. They're nothing special. They're just kind of midline. I was going to give them a D, but I mean, it wasn't bad the couple times I've been. It's been a long time though, so that could be different now. Rawman says, to be honest, I think for me personally, Five Guys and Burger King are high up. Yeah, Five Guys, I haven't had them in like 10 years. We'll just pick them right now. They're definitely right up there as an A. The problem is they don't have enough locations to be my favorite because they're not really anywhere around me at all. But every time I've had them, they've been good. I usually have to go somewhere like Columbus to get something good like that, and that's, you know, 100 miles away. And no matter how good you are, you can't be my favorite if I can't get you. Boston Market, never had. Easy. Done. Chick-fil-A, I was there once, and I would say I was not really impressed with them at all. They were just kind of a midline kind of chicken place. I know Report of the Week disagreed with me, but I'm going to say KFC sits above them, actually. I've only been to Chick-fil-A, like I say, maybe twice, and they just were not good at all. I will say, one time I went to Jack in the Box, all right? I got myself, they had tacos. I'm like, all right, I like tacos. The Jack in the Box is right there. I'm on lunch. It's close. Fine, we'll go try it out. Jack in the Box has absolute crap hamburgers, all right? But I figured, you know, I'll let them redeem themselves and give it a shot. And I decide I go over and I'm going to try their tacos. And so what they do is they have, like, the most generically seasoned meat on this crappy little tortilla. And then they put half a slice of American cheese on top of it. And they called it a taco. And it was one of the most disturbing things I think I've ever tried. If you get a chance and there's a Jack in the Box near you, definitely go try the tacos if they ever have them. Put it on a camera, record yourself eating it, and make a challenge video out of it. Again, they're nowhere near me anymore. I ate them when I was out in California 10 years ago. So things may have changed since then, but they were definitely the worst. Rawman says he was joking about McDonald's. They do the job, but they're like 5 out of 10, so basically a C. Yeah, I pretty much agree. I'm not sure where they're at. They must be further down. But I'm probably going to put them also right about a C. Because again, McDonald's has excellent breakfast. Like if I want me a sausage sandwich with some eggs on it and maybe some... I like the white cheddar cheese they use, honestly. Better than the American cheese. But that's just me. And you get one of those sausage biscuits with the American... or the white cheddar cheese. Amazingly good. The lunch and dinner stuff's just kind of bland. But let's see. Chipotle, they're a hair better than this stuff. And you were saying KFC would be an A or B. Yeah, I would agree with that for the most part, but the problem is they've gotten really expensive for just being chicken recently. And the sauces really aren't enough to make up for the kind of slightly above average chicken they use. Rawman says, oh god, the McDonald's breakfast is definitely A or maybe S. I absolutely love it. Used to be my favorite thing at McDonald's was the sausage, gravy, and biscuits. I don't know if that's a thing they have over there, but it's pretty common over here, and it's absolutely the best thing. It's very much, what's Chipotle? Rawman says. Chipotle is like Subway, but with Mexican food. So they take big-ass tortillas, and they put either like steak or chicken or whatever in them, and you have 3 different kinds of cheese and guacamole and pico and everything else you want. And you make a burrito that's as large as a baby for like less than $10, and it's pretty good food. I'm not really a huge fan of all the stuff they make. The rice is pretty good. The other stuff, the filler is pretty good. The meat's kind of average, but it's done up really well. So yeah, they're definitely above average for me. Oh, biscuits are not something they do over there. Well, that's a shame, because biscuits are like one of the greatest things ever. If you like, food. But hey, speaking of biscuits, let's talk about Annie Ann's that does pretzels. I mean, they're right in the middle of the line. They make decent pretzels, and that's pretty much it. They're good. They make them fresh. They're right there. They're always kind of tasty. I don't eat them very often because I'm not really in the mood for pretzels all that often. But they're pretty good. I mean, you can't complain about a pretzel as long as it's done right. Big, soft, stadium-style pretzels with your cheese or your, cinnamon dipping stuff on the side. And Rawman says he has Taco Bell for the first time last month. Yeah, Taco Bell used to be good back when I was in like high school 12 years ago. And you could get a taco for $0.25. And they actually like tasted okay for fast food. Nowadays, Taco Bell's kind of gone down here. And Rawman says he appreciates a short, brief description and review about the places, as I don't know any of these foods. That's a good point. Rawman is somewhere over the ocean, like my Bonnie. And there we go. Making it about old children's rhymes. But yeah, a lot of these places are America-specific. And most of you won't know what they are. Speaking of which, Dairy Queen is probably one of those. And for the most part, I would actually put them also at average, because they actually make decent food. They have like a chicken strip basket that I really enjoy that comes with like a flour gravy that you can kind of dip it in with fries and stuff. And that's one of the best things they make. The burgers are way too greasy though. The ice cream is fine. But half of them closed down from like November to March. And so, unfortunately, I can't really make them, any higher than that, even though their food is arguably higher. Because a lot of them just don't stay open all year, and it's really hard to find them. Yeah, taco for $0.25 a long time ago, yeah, that was something. But yeah, more modern Taco Bell is just not really great at all. Although I do really like the quesadillas that Taco Bell makes. They're a hair overpriced, but over here we can also get like the shredded chicken mini quesadilla for like $1. And that's actually good. Yeah, the price is also a big factor on why some of these are where they are. For example, what is this? I don't actually know what this is, but I'm sure it's not around me, so I can't rate it at all. Dunkin' Donuts, I'm really not a fan. They do exactly what they say. It's coffee and donuts. And that's about it. And they're fine. They're a little below average as far as both of them go. They're kind of like Timmy Hortons or whatever, if you have that. Or it's basically McDonald's kind of coffee with generic kind of donuts. Krispy Kreme has much, much better donuts. And Krispy Kreme is also one of those right at the top. I don't get them often. But when I find them, they're always consistent. They're always way too sweet. They always taste amazing. They got that glaze on them. If you have a chance to ever go check out where they're made, it smells like, you know, the best place you know you've ever been. And Krispy Kreme donuts are amazing. I'm going to put El Pollo Loco right up here with a B, because they make chicken stuff. The most notably, they make like chicken tacos, and they put like cilantro and stuff on them and lime, and they make them taste really good. And they weren't that expensive when I was out there several years ago. But they're only out west, so I can't make them an A. Do I know what Raw Man thinks is called Whataburger? I do not. I've never actually been there. I know it's a place, but it's not very common over here. Cinnabon, one of those things I don't really do very often. They make okay stuff. You can find them in, like, Burger King, which we'll get to in a minute. But, yeah, they're just kind of, they're cinnamon rolls. That's about it. And I live near Amish country, where I can get better pastries all day long, just, like, 2 minutes from my house. So, yeah, Cinnabon is just kind of overpriced, kind of like Cheesecake Factory. Really don't care for them. Never been to Jersey Mike's. Let's get that one out of the way. In-N-Out Burger, I was not a fan of. They're not that expensive, though, so that keeps them kind of okay. I'd still put them in a D rather than a C. But basically, they just do burgers and fries in a basket, and you take them and eat them. There's not a whole lot of variety. It's kind of a basic fast food place out west, and that's about it. Panda Express, I don't think I've ever actually eaten at, because you only find them in big cities, and I don't live in a big city. Jimmy John's, used to eat that quite a bit back in college. Good food, good price. They had some really great subs back in the day. They toast the buns and everything, a whole lot better than Subway. Speaking of Subway, I'm dropping them down here because recently they've just been dropping off. They're a sub shop. They make the stuff right in front of you. You know what Subway is. I'm sure they've got them overseas there as well. They take the bread, they slice it, they put the, slice it down the middle, they put the stuff in it, and then you got a sandwich. Way too much work. Price is fine. Usually it's a little overpriced anymore, but everything is overpriced at this point. But yeah, Subway, not a fan. Panera, no. They're way overpriced. They try to sell you. They do basic paninis and stuff and like soups. But they're way overpriced because they're marketing themselves as like a GMO, healthy, hipster bullshit kind of place. And I just ain't really a fan of it, and it's always been kind of bland every time I've eaten there. Popeyes, on the other hand, I'm going to put right with KFC, right in the middle. They make stuff that's basically KFC, but they also add seafood in because it's Creole, it's Southern, Louisiana kind of stuff. They season it up good. It's average chicken, just like KFC. The stuff they put with it is fine. Biscuits and everything else. I can go for that. Quiznos, they get like an A. I haven't had them in a while, but if you're not familiar, when you're done watching this, go ahead and check out We Love the Moon. It's an ad campaign they ran a while back that the internet took and just made a meme out of. And We Love the Moon is one of the most iconic memes of the early 2000s. And if you haven't seen it, you're really missing out. They're a good sub shop. They have weird sized subs, though, compared to the other places. But they're always consistently good, even though I haven't had them in a while. Burger King is slightly better than average, generally. They're not as consistent as they could be, but they do have really decent food at a really decent price. 10-piece chicken nuggets for $1.50, I think. And they come in spicy. The burgers, they do them over like a gas grill rather than just your regular electric press grill. And they're always, in my opinion, better than your average fast food burger place. So that's a good sign. But again, not everyone would agree with me there. They are kind of limited, but sometimes they get those cheesecakes in for dessert that are also really good. Hardee's and Carl's Jr. I wasn't really a huge fan of. They're just kind of average. They're a burger joint, and I think they do milkshakes sometimes. That's another reason Arby's gets a B, because they have fantastic milkshakes. Let's see. Long John Silver's, I think, is also a C because the price ain't too much. They do prepared fish and chicken, clams, shrimp, that kind of thing. Fast food, a lot of grease. But Long John Silver's also has this thing where they give you the crumbly bits, the batter that falls off and fries way too hard. And you eat it kind of like fries or chips on the side, along with your chips and your Hush Puppies. Hush Puppies, if you don't know, they're little balls of like breading, which are seasoned in a particular way, and they're really good things. Again, their food isn't particularly special or anything, but it is kind of unique, and it's always consistent no matter where you go. And on Sundays, I think they even do like all you can eat for $10 or something, which is a fantastic deal. They're one of the few places that serves green beans and coleslaw as a side. So if you're a fan of those kind of things, then that's your place to go. Of course, we have next the... Oh, it's moving down as I do that. McDonald's, they're just kind of average. So basically, I need to move this thing down a little bit. There we go. I don't want nobody advertising on my time. Anyway. So that's a good start. Let's see. What are my favorites going to be? Wendy's is definitely at the top. Wendy's is great. Wendy's is one of those places I can always go, get something good, the same quality every time. They have a fantastic spicy chicken sandwich that is great. The burgers are okay. They're kind of average, but it's just one of my personal favorites. I don't actually... Well, cripe. They're all disappearing. Okay. So... Oops. Oh, did I just... No, look at that. There's what I wanted to do. Alright, let's try that. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Perfect. So, that leaves us with these things. I haven't been to that one. Whataburger. We were just talking about them. I haven't actually, like I said, been to them. So there's not a lot I can do about that. White Castle, they're absolute garbage. They make tiny little hamburgers, they soak them in onions, they taste like crap, and I absolutely cannot stand it. If you enjoy onions, you may enjoy it. That's about it. Steak and Shake kind of goes down here too, but they get a little better score just because their pricing is better. Oops, not that. Come on. There we are. And let's see. We got Raising Cane's. I've been there a couple times. They're kind of average. They're chicken. They're like Popeyes or KFC. They're more like Popeyes. They just have different flavors. Don't really care from one way or the other. Didn't have a bad experience. Didn't have a good experience. Taco Hell has definitely fallen off in the past few years. And they're a little too expensive anymore. Taco Hell used to be the place to go if you wanted cheap, fake Mexican food. Fast. But now they've tried to become way too upscale. And it isn't really working for them because Mexican food itself is not upscale generally. You can go to an actual, like, authentic Mexican restaurant for the same prices you're going to spend at Taco Bell and get something that is 5 times better. And that's where I'm leaving it. Sonic I've been to a few times. They're just kind of average. They're neat because they're a drive-in. Their food's consistently whatever. Their drinks, they mix them up once in a while. Their ice cream's pretty good. There's just not much around here for either of those, so it's been a while. And the last one is that. I don't know what it is. some kind of sandwich shop I don't know anything about. And if I had to pick one to be a personal favorite, I guess Wendy's would go up there. And then you could move like Five Guys up and El Pollo Loco. I guess I would change his ratings just a little bit like that. But pretty much there, yeah, that's where we leave it off. And we're good to go. So anyway, that's what I think of the fast food anyway. That's pretty much the end of this video here. If you enjoyed that, click that thumbs up. Tell me what your thoughts are down below. Maybe you can make one of these. Let everybody know. You can always save them. If I click save, what will it do? Oh, look at that. You can save the image. And then you can share it with people. So anyway, that's going to be it for now. It's time for me to go work on another video, and I'll catch you all later. As always, this has been Reverend JR, signing off.